Today we are going to have a chat about my 40k battle report improvements, and we're going to have a look at my brand new toy, the Joby GorillaPod Rig. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, in today's video I want to have a follow-up chat about my battle reports and also show you a brand new toy that I've got to hopefully improve them. Now, you may recall I uploaded a video not that long ago about a comment that I received on one of my battle reports telling me that I had
the worst Batreps on the internet.
Say again?
The worst Batreps on the internet.
So anyway, that video, I have to say a massive thank you to everyone who commented on that video. I got some absolutely awesome comments. And I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everyone who commented on that video. I got some great feedback, some great advice, and lots of encouragement. In actual fact, I didn't have one negative comment on that video, so thank you to everyone. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I will link you up in the description below. It's probably worth a watch if you're interested in my battle reports. Now, since that video, what I've been doing is I've been thinking about all of the comments and advice that I've had regarding my battle reports to come to some conclusions on how I want to proceed in the future. And I have come to some conclusions. First of all, I'm not going to be doing solo gaming. That isn't for me. And I'm not going to be doing full battle reports with all of the dice rolls. It just doesn't suit me, and it doesn't suit my gaming environment. I'm going to keep up with the type of style of battle reports that I already do. However, what I want to do is I want to improve them. Now, one improvement I believe will be to have some key dice rolls. That's something I'm going to work on in my battle reports. Not all of the dice rolls, but some key ones, just to mix things up in the reports. Now, one thing that I had a problem with was my camera was far too heavy to be able to hold it one-handed and also roll the dice, etc. So I went out and I got myself a brand new toy. So I went out and I got myself one of these. This is a Joby GorillaPod Rig for digital SLRs. It looks like it's going to do the job for me really well. It enables me to have my microphone and my two lights on the pod with a ball and socket head. I'm going to take a closer look at this in a minute, and then I'm going to set up the camera on the rig and show you hopefully how my battle reports are going to look in the future. Now, if you want to see these battle reports and keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please give me a sub and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Now, whilst I appreciate a lot of people like the long form battle reports, it seems most of my subscribers here on the channel prefer my short form battle reports, or at least that style of battle report. It gives them something different. It is old school, but after all, I'm 46. I am old school. However, I am going to try to introduce more dice rolls, as I said, and also I'm going to try to introduce a little bit more tactical talk. Things like why I've moved a unit into a particular area, what is the reason for shooting at a particular unit or assaulting a particular unit, why I've not assaulted. You know, just a little bit more talk about what I'm doing on the table rather than just the random dice rolls. Now, I am going to progress with the battle reports as I make them. I'm going to try different things out here and there just to see what works better for me. But the long and short is I'm going to have shorter form battle reports on this channel. So don't expect those reports coming with all the dice rolls. It isn't going to happen. However, I'm hoping that you will stick with my journey of improving my battle reports on the channel. And as I said, the first step is this rig. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so before we have a closer look at this device, I just want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. My Patreon money and my advertising money from the videos went towards this in my commitment to try and get my videos as good as I can get them. Now, this looks really good. I think it's going to solve all of my problems. I've got this Bendy Tripod just at the bottom here with a ball and socket head. It's also got a quick release plate. and then you've got two little bendy side sections. I've got two little video lights and they should go on there quite nicely, and my microphone can then go on top of the camera. Now you can use this device in various ways. You can use it as a sort of selfie stick. You can wrap it around things. I've got it around a tree here. Obviously I'm not going to be doing that. Or I can just use it as a standard sort of tabletop tripod. But the more important thing that I'm interested in is this sort of rig design, allowing me to get some good footage with the camera. Okay, so let's have a look inside the box. Okay, so let's have a look at the tripod first. So as I said, this is a bendy tripod. It's designed to go in any position and it's very secure. It is designed for the SLR sized camera. And then you have this little adapter just here, which is designed to go on the top, allowing you to put these extended bars onto the adapter. And then underneath this section you've got these little bits here. You've got a GoPro attachment and you've got two standard hot shoes, which is what I'm going to use for my two video lights, and they go on the ends there. You've got a strap as well, and of course then you've got a ball and socket head. It's made of metal, it's very sturdy, and it's designed for a heavier digital SLR. They do make this kit, but for mobile phones as well. It's about half the price as this one. It comes with an Arca Swiss quick release plate as well, so it's very easy to get it on and off the camera, like so. And that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up now, and then we can have a closer look at some footage using this device. Okay, so here it is all set up. I've had a good play with it. What I'm going to do is first of all show you some footage of how I would normally use the camera in the battle report. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so this is my current setup. I'm holding it one-handed with my right hand on a grip. My left hand is free to just steady the camera and also zoom in and out. And I've had good success with this, but introducing dice rolls is going to be a problem, because I'm either going to have to roll it with my left hand, which just becomes just a little bit awkward, or I've got to sort of hold the camera rather awkwardly to be able to grab the dice with my right hand. So yeah, that is what I'm up against at the moment. Now if I just move around the table, you get an idea of how jolty the camera is. I mean, I've got a stabilizer on the camera anyway, so it's quite reasonable. Let's have a look with the other support. Okay, so that's the footage with my normal camera without this. Now this goes into different positions, but the two positions I think are most suited for what I want to do are this. The first one being you extend one of the legs out, and then the other two legs you would bend forward like this, allowing me to hold this here, and then this would be a support either on my chest or on my stomach, depending on where I need the camera. Now the good thing about this position is I've got the supports from this leg on my body, and I'm holding it with one hand, which means my other hand is free to roll some dice. So let's have a look at me using it in that position. Okay, so that is that position there. Now it definitely is a bit smoother than when I'm with free hand. However, I am relying on my body movement to actually keep this thing still, but I can go one-handed quite easily. So if I do want to roll some dice on the camera, I can do so like so. So pretty handy, and obviously being one-handed I can also zoom in and out if I want to. Okay, so that's what it's like in that position. Now the other option for this is to bend one of the legs up like so, and then bends the other two legs up like so, allowing me to have this type of stability. Obviously if I'm standing up, my elbow's going to be against my body, so again I'm going to be quite stable in this position. This is really good if I want to go hands-free basically without a tripod. So let's try that. Okay, so there you go, that is it in this position. I have to say, I think this is my favourite position. It tends to be the most steadiest and easiest to control, to be fair. I'm moving around the board now, and of course you get a bit of movement, but the actual shakiness, there's not much there. Now of course I can't zoom in and out that easily with both hands on the device. However, in this position I am able to literally just move the camera in closer if I want a close-up of a piece of action on the table. So really liking it. Now in terms of rolling dice on the camera, obviously with both hands on the device, that is more difficult. If I take one hand off, it gets very heavy in this position. However, I have the option to hold the camera down by the joint on the ball and socket head, and then I can let go with one hand, roll the appropriate dice on the camera like so, and then I can grab it with the other hand and I'm back to holding it with two hands. So I think overall this is definitely the best way to have it. Okay, so there you go. I think definitely an improvement, but I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments box below. Now I have made a video on all of my other equipment that I use to record my videos. If you're interested in that, then check out that video there. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Hit my icon at the end of the video so you can keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k. Beam me up.